And we're live. All right.
I don't see it.
It's there. It's there. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
There it is.
All right. Welcome. Happy Saturday. I'm calling this the Saturday special because we never do this on Saturday.
I noticed that this was number 86. That means that we're approaching 100.
100 is going to be lit. Yeah. We're getting Elon Musk.
Yeah. Okay.
We should. Will you turn me up a little bit? Yeah. I'm number one. We should though. I mean, that's a good thing to talk about. That's good. What should we do for?
Let's get 100? A celebrity.
I was thinking we could also like 100. It's gonna be cold though. Like we could do the barbecue live stream or the hot tub live stream, or I also thought maybe we could bring some like subs on, some subscribers on.
We need to revisit the commitment that we made about a trip from a sub.
Yeah.
Right. We haven't forgotten about that. In case you're listening.
Yeah, we should do so. Let us know what we should do for number 100. We should give away some stuff, probably.
Yeah.
Do something fun.
Yeah. I'm sure we could do some giveaways. People love that stuff.
Before we get into the meat of this podcast, how about them Buckeyes?
I know, Slaughterfest.
How about them Buckeyes? Since we're doing this on a Saturday, we're gonna briefly sprinkle in some college football.
I was like, how is Michigan State number 7?
They beat Michigan.
I know, but
that's why.
So what's going to happen I mean, obviously Michigan State's going to drop way back, but OSU wouldn't move up in the polls because of that.
No. And it's all going to be on the line next weekend.
Yeah.
So the winner of the OSU Michigan game will go to the Big Ten title game. And I would assume they will be ranked in the top 4 of the CFP.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Which sucks because we have. So if you're watching this and you don't know, you don't follow college football, the greatest rivalry in all of sports, including college football, but the greatest rivalry, and this is not me just like spouting out, this is like a well-known thing. The greatest rivalry in all of sports is Ohio State, Michigan. Obviously, that means it's the greatest rivalry in college football. Next, the last 15 years, literally, Ohio State has won 14 of 15.
Yeah.
And I think if you go back to like 20 years,
do you know Urban Meyer never lost to Michigan?
Yeah, and Harbaugh's never beat Ohio State. But I just have this terrible feeling that, I mean, we're not going to win every single year, right? Michigan's gonna win some, and there's never been necessarily more on the line. Well, when we played him in 2016, it was probably the same situation where the winner basically got to go to the playoff. But there's a lot on the line. It's at Michigan. I'm a little scared, to be honest with you. However, and Michigan is either has won or is winning today, so they're not bad. But it's at the big house. I don't know. It's spooky.
Hey, I want to shout out to, we've had so many subscribers send us videos on Instagram of bear attacks or bear sightings.
Yes. We try and repost as much of them as possible. Yeah, I think that's becoming our thing.
Yeah, everybody's like,
did you see the one I posted in the convenience store?
Yeah.
And the woman who had the most annoying voice on the face of the planet was just screaming at this bear. And interestingly, I'm sure you picked up on this. That bear was tagged.
I didn't notice that.
It had a big old yellow tag in its ear.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I guess, I knew they would be doing like biology stuff in that area. I mean, that's the only reason it'd be tagged, right? Mm-hmm. It's like a scientific thing, or like they're looking at movements. It wouldn't be like a hunting thing. It wouldn't be anything other than a research thing.
Yeah.
And I also thought, man, those black bears get so big out there.
I know. To think about the size of the black bears that are out west
versus here.
I know.
And what is that about?
That's a good question.
Is it like terrain? Is it what they're feeding on?
No, that's a really good question. I never thought about that.
Do they live longer out there? Like, I don't understand why they're so much bigger, like double the size.
More than double, like some of the big ones.
Yeah, I don't get that. It's kind of weird. So keep sending us.
I mean, the Midwest, we've got way more trash It should be getting bigger.
That's true. You think there's more stuff to eat here?
Yeah.
Like we got so many deer.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. Black bears eating.
What do
dead
they
deer.
eat in like
Scavenge.
California and stuff? Do they eat deer?
I don't think they're hunting deer. They might scavenge on like a dead.
Really? They're
dead
not
deer.
eating deer?
They're not. I'm not an expert, but I don't believe like a black bear is actively hunting a deer. They'd probably take advantage of a carcass.
I'm pretty sure they go and kill deer actively.
Really? Maybe.
Bears do.
Oh, I know that. Like grizzlies.
Yeah, but I just assume. I mean, what are they eating? Coyotes? What are they eating?
Like,
Is there that much camping trash?
no, I mean they eat.
Are
like,
people like tossing steroids?
They
and
eat like different types of like
fish?
berries and roots and stuff.
You know,
But to your point, like how do you get that
big?
big off of
Maybe they're
berries and
older.
roots?
You know, I'm not gonna lie, because you know we've been talking about going elk hunting out in that area. You think we could go chartered black bear hunting, right?
Yeah.
Would you ever want to do something like that?
Yeah, in a location where obviously where you would go would, depending on like the capacity.
Where would you go? And I'm not talking like you and me just go black bear.
No,
I'm
no.
talking like we pay someone to take us.
Everybody goes to Canada, Alberta.
Is that where you go?
Yeah, but there's black bear hunting all over.
That's what I thought. I mean,
You gotta
not in
draw a
Ohio,
tag.
but yeah, that's true. Anyway, I thought that would be. I want to go elk hunting. Like I want that to happen next year.
Okay, here's my issue with a lot of black bear hunting is that
It's bait, right?
you're hunting bait stations.
I know.
And I get it. Like, I'm not opposed to that. I'm just not sure if I'm into it.
Honestly, I kind of think I want to get a bunch of bear meat and try it. That's
Yeah.
part of this, because people say it's really good. We've had bear.
Yeah.
I mean, it was sausage, but
I mean,
was
it had
good.
like all sorts of spices.
How cool would it be to smoke a bear shoulder?
That'd be awesome.
Or like
You couldn't
get the brisket muscle.
How-
Have a bear brisket.
What's the internal temp you need to take that stuff up to?
Well, the internal temp you take it to smoking is so far above.
Yeah, we take it to-
160 is the 165
Yeah, you
is
take it up to 2.
because the bears we are gonna eat have trichinosis, 100%.
Oh.
So right?
Yeah.
So we're
hunting like a
sear that thing.
we're hunting like a West Virginia trash bear.
They don't get it from eating trash. That's funny.
Arcana just posted he's sitting in a lean-to in front of a fire at Oil Creek State Park.
Oh, nice. Still, I can't believe we've never been there.
I know.
Crazy. And they have those shelters. I wonder how cold it is. It's probably not super cold, right? Because it was like in the 40s here.
Probably in the 30s now.
Yeah, I'd be
Arcana,
curious.
what's the temperature?
What's the temp? And did he say he has a nice little fire going in there?
It says sitting in the lean-to in front of a fire. So they
Nice.
probably got the
That
fireplace
sounds
rip
real
roaring.
cozy.
Yeah.
That's
Bring those tarps. Put them on the side.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is because we've never done those shelters in the pure winter, right? Like we've done. So if you don't know what we're talking about, the shout out to the state of Pennsylvania. They
A lot
have
of shout-outs today.
I like giving the shout outs.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania is a good state.
Yeah.
But they have on some of their public hiking trails, they have these like really nicely built stone lean-to shelters. And saying it's a lean-to shelter does not do it justice. And you can Google this. It's got like a big stone fireplace in it. You can rent them out for the night. And a lot of these places, what?
Arcana's doing it right. 40 outside, 60 inside.
Is it the tarps?
Tarps.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we've never done the tarps. So what people will do is they'll get a rip-roaring fire inside and they'll tarp like a zip tie, whatever, the zip tie or like
Tie, whatever.
they tie the opening shut with tarps and it gets like super warm. I've never done that. But the shelters are very cool. You know what's one thing about those shelters though? If you don't like, I've done them before where like I'm just inhaling smoke all night.
Well, that means the fireplace isn't working correctly.
Right?
Yeah.
Because it should be going up, out,
Yeah,
not
that
coming
means
out.
you have a bad draft for some reason.
Yeah, and I've started to notice the dynamics of that in the hot tent. If the hot tent's filling up with smoke,
It's not working.
there's a problem.
It was the quality of wood.
Well, it was the
Too much sap or pine or tar.
And when we do the hot tent sometimes, so in the hot tent, right? It's a wood burning stove with a big chimney that goes up out of the tent, and you'll slide a dampener into the chimney as a means to block the airflow, so you can modulate how fast it's burning.
You also know the problem was a screen.
The spark arrestor, right? Yes, that's a better point. So in the chimney too, there's a little screen that's to block sparks shooting up out of the stovetop and landing on your tent and burning holes. But what was happening, and this has happened to Andy and I twice, and the first time I thought it was poor technique.
Yeah.
And we weighed in with the hot tent pros, and it was not poor technique.
Well, we figured it out there too.
Yeah, we figured out what was causing we figured out what the problem was, but we didn't figure out what was causing the problem.
Yeah, the screen. So the screen was getting filled with.
It's like tar was condensing, well, it was dripping down the stack, and it was collecting on the screen, and it was blocking the screen. And then we were noticing, like, we were feeding the fire, and it was not getting any hotter. And I pulled that screen out, and it was basically choking the fire. But remember when we pulled that screen out?
It was just like, and then became like red.
Yeah, that's the best feeling in the world.
Yeah,
because when you get that hot tent moving, it's probably 60 in there at least.
Yeah. And that was a wood issue. That was like burning pine and
that was the thing. We were like, why are we getting this collection on the spark arrestor? And we were told it was a wood issue. But like, what was it? It was just the type of wood.
Yeah, I mean,
it wasn't like bad wood.
Well, pine's got a bunch of like tar and sap and stuff in it, and so
we weren't burning pine. We were burning like oak.
We probably were. I mean, obviously we were. And so what was happening is that
pine does have a lot of sap.
That was condensing on the stack.
Yeah,
and then coming back down. Which is
yeah,
weird. Yeah,
it is weird. And
so Mark Cummings says need to burn hard seasoned wood.
So like oak and stuff.
Yeah,
we're never burning seasoned wood out there.
No.
We're burning whatever we can find.
It's standing dead usually if we can. If we're lucky enough.
Yeah, we never have the ability to burn seasoned wood.
Well, I mean, if it's standing dead, it's technically seasoned.
Well, it depends how long it's been dead for, right?
Yeah.
And what does that even mean? I mean, I know what seasoned wood is.
Dry.
But why do they call it seasoned? Like it's been through the seasons.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's got to be why it is.
Yeah, seasoned wood.
When you say seasoned wood, you're like, oh, you put some salt and pepper on it. Like that's what I think of when I hear the term seasoned, not like a seasoned veteran. Like that's more of what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Seasoned wood. Interesting.
Multiple seasons. It takes a long
It takes like a year, right?
Yeah, but when you
go through some seasons.
When you go buy like firewood from the grocery store, they season that by putting it in a kiln.
A kiln?
Kiln? Yeah, kiln.
Oh, so they just heat it up and dry it out?
Yeah.
Okay. So it just means really dry wood. When you say seasoned wood, it's just like really dry?
Yeah.
So why don't they just say like dry wood?
I don't know. I didn't invent the genre.
That's pretty funny. I also got to give a shout out. If you're in Ohio, really famous thing to drink during the seasons. We got the Great Lakes Christmas Ale.
I can't stand that stuff.
It's got some flavor to it.
Yeah, and
it's got some flavor. When they say fresh honey, cinnamon, and ginger, you are tasting honey and cinnamon and ginger. Like I can't eat. It's like eating something. It's so heavy, but I can't drink more than one of these. I mean, it's so rich. And you have the classic Buffalo Trace?
Yeah, you just had 3/4 of a bottle. People crap on Buffalo Trace because they're like it's basic, but I think it's pretty good.
I mean, people like this because it's cheap, right?
No, they like it because it's like it's seen as like a hard to get bottle of bourbon.
Just in Ohio, though, not in general.
Yeah, but it means $20. I think for $20 is pretty good.
It is a steal for $19.99.
Yeah.
Only bested by $30 Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare is a better deal at $30 than at $20.
Yeah. Also, shout out. It's not really shout out, but we just released a video this past week. We got the dad back out. We went down to Red River Gorge. That video is getting a lot of views.
I know the comments are awesome too.
So check that out. That was the last trip we did. We did that 2 weeks ago. We got down to River Gorge. We had like a beautiful freak, like 40-degree night, 35-degree night in the gorge. And it was like peak fall. And it was to a part of the gorge we've never been to. It was awesome. But yeah, we should read the comments.
There's a lot of comments about wood.
Okay. All right. That's what she said.
There's a lot of those. Don't burn hard morning wood, aged wood. I'm going to read this comment from Nico's Garden Reserve. Yo, Maine, that Doritos bag folded back really work as a koozie for rehydrating meals? Thinking about trying it.
Yes, it did. And in fact,
how? I mean, I guess it's like reflecting heat.
And I doubled it up. So, basically, what we're referring to is when I was out in Yosemite, I took a bag of Doritos, and we lost the video.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Mark Cummings says,
I'll finish this in a second.
Yeah, maple, oak, and birch. But birch has a bunch of tar in it too, which is...
No, I think that's what you're supposed to.
No, I love birch. It's so flammable. It's great to start fires.
That's the ones you're supposed to.
Yeah, but that's filled with it's filled with tar. So that's maybe we don't understand the issue correctly. Maybe it was just wet, and maybe it was just, there's soot on the chimney just in general. Yeah. So maybe the liquid was like grabbing that soot and dripping down. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be.
All right, back. Sorry, I still don't know why that happens.
Kevin Wedge says Great Lakes Brewing is on point, but the holiday stuff, solid pass. Agree.
I will say that I want to get back to the Doritos bag Reflectix thing, but this is definitely overhyped. 100% overhyped. This beer.
Matt Garman says try Barley's Christmas Ale.
Ooh, Barley's a local brewery. Barley's has great beer.
Yeah.
I do. Okay, so the Doritos koozie. So I was in Yosemite. I had a bag of Doritos. It was a little colder at night, so I wanted to rehydrate my food in a warm thing. To answer this question, the Doritos koozie worked really well, and I obviously threw that one away, but I might, on one of our trips when we have a bag of Doritos, I might make one and keep it for a summer koozie, like a summer. We don't need the Reflectix koozie in the summer. But it worked, man. I mean, it's just 2 layers of what do you think a Doritos bag is made of? It's made out of like what those space blankets are made out of that you get at a marathon almost.
Yeah, what's that called?
So like,
yeah, I
think, I don't know. It worked. I don't know why. It was only 2 layers and you think like a layer, but it did work. It worked anyway. So worth doing. And, it's effectively free, assuming, you're buying the Doritos for another purpose. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, that was good. All right. Sorry. Back to wood.
That's pretty much it. We're caught up right now. So.
All right. Let's talk about what upcoming plans we got. We haven't talked about the Waymark packs, I guess. So was that last live stream on the
Mark Cummings he's a genius when it comes to understanding different types of hardwoods.
Yeah, what do we got?
Mark says tar, oil, and birch is only in the bark of birch. I had no idea.
Say that again?
And that makes sense because the bark is so flammable. So meaning like I'm wrong by saying like birch wood is just filled with oil or tar. It's only in the bark.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But that totally makes sense because we always use birch bark to start fires when we can.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't realize that. So then if you use like a lot of split wood, you wouldn't have that much of an issue, right?
Probably.
Because
Mylar is what the...
Did someone say that?
Yeah, that's
nice.
From Nikos.
I wonder if the bags are actually made out of Mylar. Why would you make a Doritos bag out of Mylar? But it's that kind of material.
If it is Mylar, that makes sense because it reflects heat.
Yeah. No, it worked, man. It definitely worked.
Let's Google this.
Okay. Can you Google what is a Doritos bag made out of? It's got to be like proprietary. And honestly, it's not even a Doritos bag. Just what's a chip bag made out of? This is not specific to Doritos. You could have used any chip bag.
Materials,
not like a Tostitos bag.
Plastic oriented polypropylene.
Well, that's just plastic.
Yeah. I'm gonna rephrase my question.
What did you Google?
What are Doritos bags made of?
Oh, that's pretty straightforward.
I'm gonna say are Doritos bags Mylar?
Those running blankets, whatever, what I'm talking about. Those like when you finish a race, you get a blanket. Those are definitely Mylar. And like the same thing like those emergency blankets are made out of. Yeah? No?
I'm seeing some things here. It says nacho cheese, tortilla chips, 600 milligram empty Mylar bag. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
That's great. Anyway, get the Doritos bag. It works.
Nico's Garden Reserve says, is the Waymark packs made of the new Ultra 200 stuff that's hitting the streets? No.
So no, it is great question. It's made of Eco Pack, which is
recycled.
It is similar to Ultra. It is not Ultra. It is not X Pack, but to answer your question, they're not made of Ultra. They're made of Eco Pack. And we went on a rabbit hole looking at the differences there. But first off, Eco Pack is 100% recycled. I don't think that's why they use it. Do you know why they use it?
Why? Who uses it?
Like why are they making packs out of Eco Pack and not Ultra? Like why is Waymark doing that?
I don't know. Devin's in the chat. He could say maybe cost and environmentally friendly.
Maybe whatever. But yeah, to answer your question, they are made out of Eco Pack. We actually just shot a first look video that'll be out soon. We can talk about the first impressions. So we took them on a trip 2 weeks ago. Pretty impressive. I mean, very beefy.
I had forgotten that beefy packs are so much more comfortable because you get like thicker shoulder straps, thicker hip belts,
and the pouch that's so on these packs. Like, God, there's one sitting over there.
And Mark says, which ones do we have? So I had the through and you had the light.
Yeah, so there's a 40 liter and a 50 liter. Andy had the 40 liter. It always like my brain. The bigger one is called the light, which I have to like wrap my head around. But I guess the smaller one would be called through. Anyway, Andy has the 40 liter one. I had the 50 liter one. They are slightly different. There's reasons why we didn't get the same one. But we took them out 2 weeks ago. And we shot a whole video, first look video that'll be out. But very cool. I mean, Andy and I were talking about this before the stream. The only downside is they're heavier.
Heavy, but
they're not heavy. Yeah, they're not actually heavy.
Yeah, but for like a
it weighs less than 2 pounds.
Yeah. For a beefy pack, the weight
framed.
For a framed beefy pack, it's reasonable.
It's pretty funny when you think
of like 2 pounds is heavy.
It's like 36 ounces. Oh my God, that's so heavy. It's not. It's not actually heavy.
No.
I mean, those packs, 15 years ago, the standard pack weight was like 5 or 6 pounds. Yeah. With the aluminum frame, and these are framed. So it's pretty funny. But yeah, other than that, I was really impressed with the quality.
I love how slim the through is for 40 liters.
Yeah,
it's slim, and I love that.
I really liked we have a whole video that'll be on this. They sew like a pad into the lower back part of the pack, which I've never seen a pack that had that. That was really cool. And everything's just really beefy. Just like things that you might think are stupid, like the clips, like very like heavy duty, beefy. Mm-hmm. There's like satisfaction when you clip them together,
Yeah.
I don't know. That was one of my first thoughts. But
Christine Conan said, did you guys get the new framed Waymark? I just ordered a 50 liter light yesterday with the start of the sale. Can't wait. Want to burn my Osprey.
That's so nice. Yeah, I have that 50 liter frame pack. It's right in that closet. And so it's great. You'll like it. It's great. I liked I
saw the advertisements for the Black Friday sale. They got some good.
I will say, Andy and I love the water bottle pouch. So if you're thinking about that, and the hip belt pouches too, they're awesome. But the water bottle pouch, I've used I think 4 different companies' water bottle pouches.
This one's by far the best.
I really like this one. Yeah. The way it's made out of Lycra. So if you're considering, if you like a person who likes to have the water bottle, right here, that pouch is really good that they make.
This is an interesting comment. I saw some stuff on Instagram about this, but Timeout to the Trail said, off topic, but I thought y'all might have come down to Gallipolis today to meet Dixie. She gave a great presentation.
That was in Gallipolis?
Yeah, on her adventures in Grandma Gatewood.
I saw cool. She was doing that. I did not think it would be in Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know about that.
I did not know that. I mean, I saw she was doing a thing. I don't know why when I saw where it was, I didn't realize it was in Ohio. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. What was it? It was a thing on Grandma Gatewood.
It must have been like, yeah.
Because I saw she did the thing.
She did like a video where
Nimble Will Nomad,
where she hiked with like the same style.
Oh yeah, she did do that. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
When people start doing that, it's like we're really running out of video ideas. It's kind of a cool idea
yeah.
though. Syntax did it too.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
We should do like Revolutionary War.
We're doing the Walmart challenge.
Yeah.
Sometime. Full load out, $100 Walmart.
$100?
Yeah, I think we could do it.
We have to share a tent.
We share a tent. We'd be getting those accordion pads.
Oh God. I think the inflatable might be cheaper.
Think we could do it with $100? $100 each. So $200.
No.
Like you just need to get. I'm talking $200. I'm talking $100. Pack, pad, sleeping bag, and then we split a tent.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, what could we get for $100? Like you get a tarp.
You get a pack. You could get.
Does Walmart sell? I mean, we get like a backpack from Walmart.
You get a pack.
Like a school backpack.
Yeah. No, you could get a pack, probably an inflatable sleeping pad. This is becoming a challenge now.
I thought about it, but then I was like, do I want to go spend a night in the woods in the cheapest gear possible?
Oh, Grandma Gatewood was from Ohio, according to
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
That would make sense. Why was she from Gallipolis? And if you're like most people watching and you don't know where Gallipolis is, it's like go like to the very southern part of Ohio, like on the where the Ohio River meets West Virginia or Kentucky, one of those places.
Here's a cool comment. Thomas Beckwick says, I almost bought Buffalo Trace, but when I was at the store, I saw they had some Widow Jane. I bought it based on your last live show. Really good stuff.
Yes. I'd be curious what you got the Widow Jane for. So speaking of Widow Jane, in Kentucky, we haven't opened it yet. This is, was this $100? Yeah.
$100.
This is the Widow Jane 13 year. So, and I
got one too.
I do not spend $100 on bourbon ever. So, I mean, I've done it twice. This is the second time. It's very rare that I would spend that much money on a bottle of bourbon because that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I had the Widow Jane 10 year, and it was so good that it was worth an extra, $30 to try this. So
I got one as well, and I actually opened mine, and it's delicious.
Yeah, that's right. You tried it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Is it
really good?
Is it like significantly better than the 10?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, the 10's good.
10's really good. And that's a bourbon I'd never see in Ohio.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. So, and it's not even, it's like, I think it's actually made in New York. So I don't know why it would be here, but
Brooklyn.
Okay. It's distilled in Kentucky, Tennessee, Indiana, because it's a blend, but it's bottled in Brooklyn, New York.
They probably buy it. They probably pick out their own barrels from like a company.
Pretty cool. It's like Brooklyn, New York. I mean, it's like Brooklyn. Like it's no, you don't think of Brooklyn, New York as a bourbon area.
Dude, Brooklyn is so hipster.
Oh, it's true. Bourbon's hipster now, man.
I know.
It's really hipster. It's kind of weird.
Well, we jumped on that train.
Yeah, you got me into that train. How did we get into that?
I was bored.
Look, you got into it though. How did that happen?
I got into it. How did I get into it? I think some people at work. I think that was it.
I mean, it's definitely like a thing middle-aged men get into.
Yeah, and the thing is when I first started drinking bourbon, I couldn't drink it like this.
I'm with you.
It took a while.
It still takes me. I still like, unless it's really good bourbon. I did not tell you about the bourbon I had today, did I?
No.
Okay. This is I'm jumping around here, but I was at a tailgate today for Ohio State in the stadium. There was a guy there, and he's like, I brought this bottle of bourbon, and it sucks because I did not take a picture of it, and nor did I remember what it was called. It was a brand I'd never heard of. He's joking. He's like, I left the price tag on the top of it. It was a $285 bottle of bourbon.
What kind of bourbon was it?
I don't remember. It was not a brand I'd ever heard of. It was so good. And I was with some buddies who aren't into bourbon, and they were sipping it. They're like, oh my God. Like when you have bourbon that's that good and it doesn't burn, they're like, we're not used to bourbon that doesn't burn going down your throat. I'm like, yeah, that's like what super expensive bourbon is, But the Widow Jane's got that quality as well. But it was a brand I'd never heard of, a bottle I'd never seen. It was so good though. It might have been a 15 year. It was just a tailgate though. Like next to the Bloody Mary mix. It's not something you see at a college football tailgate.
No. Mike DeCello, sorry if I mispronounced that, just ordered the 50-liter EcoPack Waymark today.
Oh, nice. Look at everyone going the 50-liter.
Yeah.
What is the pull-up? I know we checked it out earlier, but what's the Black Friday special they have going on it? And we have an affiliate link. I don't know if it's set up yet, so sorry. And you get the deals on Black Friday now.
Yeah, just support the companies.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I didn't know if our affiliate link was a discount though, but if it's on Black Friday, it's already a discount. I think it was $250. Like it was $25 off. It's like 10% off.
Yeah. I saw it on Instagram.
And can you pull up the what's the lead time?
15% off.
What's the lead time on
them? I don't
them?
know.
Does it say? I guess Devin's in the chat. He'll probably tell us. Yeah, we've been really impressed. There's so many cottage pack vendors now.
Yeah, it's great.
It is good. It's very good for the consumer. But like, do you remember when we got into this, it was literally ULA, Z-Packs, and that's it, right? It was ULA, Z-Packs. There was another one, right?
Yeah, Gossamer gear.
No, I'm talking Dyneema. I'm talking I guess Gossamer Gear is an ultralight pack company. Yeah. It was Gossamer Gear, ULA, Z-Packs. Z-Packs being the only one that made packs out of Dyneema.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Light AF, Waymark, Hilltop Packs. There's more. Palante.
There's tons more.
There's so many.
Yeah.
So that's good for the consumer.
What's the one?
Atom Packs. I mean, there's so many.
What's the
Gonex?
Gonex.
That's a Chinese off-brand. Just wait till the Chinese start making the Dyneema packs.
Yeah.
They'll be cheaper. What were we saying? What was that one brand?
Superior Wilderness.
Oh, yeah.
SWD.
SWD. They've been around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about them. So many good packs. And all that does for the consumer is drive the price down. So that's good. It's good little competition. Now, what we need next are we need some more companies to make Dyneema tents, please.
Cheaper.
Well, the reason probably that most places don't make them is they're probably so expensive to make.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming the profit margin's not great if so few. What? You got to read. If you're going to start laughing, you got to read the comment.
Lucas Malone says, whatever happened to the Degenerate Outdoors video series with Restless Outdoors and you guys chain smoking cigs? We weren't chain smoking, but Restless was.
Restless certainly chain smokes cigs. Great question. We need to go out with him. He doesn't, I don't know if he backpacks as much anymore. He certainly doesn't YouTube anymore. Well, he puts out some stuff, but it's not like he used to.
Every once in a while, he'll put out some videos to troll people.
I want to bring him down. He has not been to this studio. We've had him on the live stream a few times. And
we talk with Restless often.
We text with him quite often. We text. It's actually crazy through this how many people, like how many YouTubers we are regularly texting with. You know, Bryce, Frozen, Restless, Dan Becker, Midwest Backpacker. I mean, like routinely we have like group chats with with like so many of them. It's kind of a cool. It's like something you don't consider when you start making YouTube videos. It's like you'll meet other YouTubers if you want to, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going with that. Oh yeah, we need to get back out with him. We've only actually gone backpacking with him twice, I think. And they've been overnights, right? Twice.
Yeah.
Now the other thing is, when are we doing? Can we do meetups now? I mean, COVID's not going away, and it's outside. Like, can we do a YouTuber meetup?
Yeah. It's just who wants to organize it. I don't.
Restless always did. We're not organizing
it. Salmon Outdoors. Damn, you guys really need to post when you're going live. Nope.
I know, right? I thought about it.
The problem is like, okay, so here's some of the issue with the posting of the live.
We gotta be flexible with our schedule.
Yeah, because there's been a few times where like I've committed to go live and then I can't, and so luckily we didn't post it.
Yeah.
So
we got little kids, like we got babies, so we got to be flexible. Now, having said that, though. We'll be live next Friday with a guest in studio. So there you go.
Yeah, next Friday.
I'll post about this one too.
Yeah, next Friday we'll have a real guest.
Yeah, I don't. There's also a facet of like, and when not to like talk about Joe Rogan, but when he used to do his shows live, he didn't promote them on purpose.
You just get on YouTube
because I kind of like it. It's like you never know when it's. It makes kind of a novelty. It's like you never know.
Yeah. And
there have been many times where Andy and I were just hanging out. We're like, let's go live.
Yep.
I
I remember the first live.
We post, and follow us on Instagram. I would say 50% of the 50% of the streams we post in advance.
Yeah.
And we're usually always on time for those.
Remember the first live? We were just using the Chromebook with the camera.
Yeah, and you remember you wrote on like a poster board and like shoved it on the thing.
We went to the bar before it.
Yeah, we went to Endeavor.
No. We went to Harrison's.
Oh, we did.
We got a little sauced, then went live.
Yeah, that's par for the course now.
Yeah. Devin says 15% off everything, lead time 8 weeks.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
That's standard, I guess.
Yeah.
15% off everything is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Pretty sick deal. So check that out. Get your pack order in now so that 8 weeks doesn't become 10 weeks for you.
Yeah.
Because you got to imagine over the course of this week, that lead time's going to grow.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Oh, everybody is.
As I mean, the lead times, oh my God, like 3 years ago when I got a UGQ Zeppelin, the lead time was 18 weeks. Yeah. That is insane.
Have you talked to Chad lately?
Yeah, he's another person we text with. We gotta do some stuff with him. He's great. You gotta go see the new facility they've got. It's sick. Yeah. But 18 weeks, that's 4.5 months, dude.
Yeah.
I've already bought in a new piece of gear, other than the one I'm waiting for in 4.5 months.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So get your orders in now, I guess.
Time Out to the Trail said, took my teen boys to an OSU game last weekend. They bailed and couldn't handle the cold, but mama wore cold weather hiking gear and was doing just fine.
Hey, and first off, that's awesome. You're taking the family to an Ohio State game. It's a good experience. Second, you bring up a hilarious point because I've started doing this. There are some hybrid uses for backpacking.
Yes.
So when I was there and I saw people doing this, the people in front of us had like those little climate inflatable sit pads.
Yeah.
Because the bleachers get so cold. I was like, that's so smart. And then like I didn't today because it wasn't as cold, but I've got the insulated down pants I have for backpack. I wore those to Ohio State games.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And like when it's raining, like if I go to a really rainy game, I brought my rain kilt and I brought like my rain gloves. I brought like backpack gear. It's multi-use.
Yep.
Same thing with the chairs and like concerts. If you're going to concerts like parades, the backpacking chairs are fantastic to bring.
Yep.
Multi-use. Go Bucks. I was at that game. It was cold. The Purdue game. It was cold.
Dude Welder says mittens or gloves. We're gloves people right now. Mittens are definitely warmer.
Mittens are warmer. The problem is
we need dexterity.
Yeah, in the winter, especially now when we're hot tenting. I mean, you just with processing wood and feeding wood into the thing. I mean, you need fingers. And gloves are way warmer though.
Yeah, I want some of those new.
Mittens, sorry,
I want some of those new Giver leather gloves that are
the mittens, leather mittens.
No, the leather gloves that are heat resistant. Have you seen the advertisements for those?
Aren't the regular ones heat resistant?
Yeah, but these are like they have like special inserts and stuff to be like
I've
they're holding like gloves that are on
I've
fire.
seen it. They've got like Mylar almost in the fingers.
Yeah, I want some of those. Those are cool. They're expensive. Rightfully.
Good leather gloves, handmade leather goods are so expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, even like basic leather gloves are like $40 or $50. Nice.
Huck Outdoors, any favorite tequila? I've been bringing it on the trail.
Huck, first off, I really like tequila. It's something I'm trying to get into. I don't have an answer to your question. I've just now started like schooling myself on tequila by watching all the like tequila TikTokers. What I will say is they all say all the tequila people say one thing.
Don Julio?
No. Avoid celebrity tequilas is the first thing they say.
But we like the one night.
Yeah, but I just don't think we've ever had really good tequila.
Okay, fair.
What I can say is there's this guy on TikTok. I don't remember his name, but if you Google like tequila guy on TikTok, I think it's called the Tequila Collective. He has fantastic information on like good tequila brands you can get at like $30, $40 price points. Obviously nothing that's celebrity. And he talks to you like about the tequila process and how like a lot of these celebrity tequilas have additives and like the whole process from agave. And my recommendation would be check this guy out and watch a few of his TikToks because he has a few for like, good bottles under 40. And that's what I'm trying to find. So, but it's honest. It's like bourbon. It's hard to find good tequila outside of the rocks.
I don't know what I'm looking for. I do like it. It is good.
I think good tequila is better than good bourbon. Unpopular opinion.
Yeah, I could see. Speaking of, I had some scotch a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Not a smoky scotch.
What did it taste like? Bourbon?
It was delicious.
What kind was it?
It was Macallan 15 year. It's like a blend.
It's a 15-year.
Mhm.
So is it smooth?
It was smooth.
Where'd you have it?
We had a little work thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And a couple people were drinking scotch, and I was like, okay, as long as it's not smoky scotch.
How did it compare to bourbon? It's the same thing. What's different about it?
It was better.
Like smoother?
Smoother and more flavor.
No burny taste?
No, I'll get a bottle so you can try it. It's like $55. They're readily available.
Macallan?
Macallan 12 or 15 year. I can't remember now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it was good.
We're moving from bourbon to tequila to scotch.
Let's do all.
Old guy drinks.
Yeah. Jake Colvin says Hyperlate are the OGs. That's true.
Yeah.
I forgot about Hyperlate.
I don't know how we forgot about them. Yeah.
Mark Koa says they're doing a whiskey tasting event in Cleveland with a $43,000 bottle that requires a police escort.
What? Do you think that's the most expensive bottle?
No, I'm sure there's some bottle that like JFK owned or something.
$3,000.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Does it give you magical powers?
Maybe.
Is it made of solid gold?
Lucas Malone says, I'm still rocking the 5-pound Fall Raven Keb 52.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a good brand.
Yeah.
It's a good brand.
Salmon Outdoors think companies are going to start making ultra tents. We actually talked about this. I think short term, no.
We did talk about this.
It's too expensive. Somebody will do it. Somebody will do it.
The profit margins. I mean, REI is starting to make non-freestanding, lightweight tents. And they're not just REI, other companies. But are you talking about like companies, big box companies making like Dyneema tents?
No, it just says ultra tents.
Oh, they're talking about the fabric ultra, not ultralight tents. Great question. I don't know, to be honest with you. We shot a whole video on ultra that's not out yet. Here's the issue. Here's the thing about ultra. It's just as expensive, to my knowledge, and Devin's in the chat. He knows more about this. It's just as expensive, I believe, as Dyneema.
And it's not any lighter.
It's not any lighter.
It's just stronger.
And in fact, it might be heavier. It's just stronger. So I don't know if that's overkill for a tent. Now, what I could see is you could have like a tent where the base of the tent is ultra, like the part that's facing the ground. Because like Z-Packs, for instance, like some of the tents I have from Z-Packs, they use a much tougher Dyneema on the bottom of the tent, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So I could see that, like have ultra as the bottom and then maybe regular Dyneema for the rest, but I don't know. It might just be too cost prohibitive.
Devin says, good luck having any small brands start making Dyneema tents. You got to have a massive buying power with ridiculous MOQs they have right now, minimum order quantities.
So like Dyneema. So you got to make like a $50,000 order or something.
You got to make
crazy.
a massive order. Yeah.
We tried for years to get Light AF to make a Dyneema tent, and he made one, gave it to Bryce because it was too small. And he's like, I'm never making tents. He doesn't even make tarps anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't like making. I mean, his bread and butter is packs.
Yeah, and his tarps. When Light AF makes a run of tarps, they sell out. I mean, I feel just lucky to have one. I mean, they sell out immediately. Insanely good tarps. I don't know why he doesn't make them anymore. It's probably the same reason that they don't make tents. I've never heard that business term, MOQ, minimum order quantity. It's just not. It's cost prohibitive.
Well, you can probably get the best deal on like larger quantities, obviously.
Well, and also to make the tent, you need a ton of it.
Yeah.
So you have to order more of it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I'm still waiting for an improvement in technology that's not based around some sort of composite fabric. You know?
Yeah.
Like let's get some tent poles made out of titanium. I don't know, something that's. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Lead time on Light AF. On my Light AF was 15 weeks.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's insane. I mean, he makes them all himself.
Here's a funny question. Not a funny question, but Time Out to the Trail says, what all is involved with organizing a meetup?
I mean, it's really not a lot. I mean,
the biggest problem is
you got to make a video. Here's the biggest problem.
Figuring out a way.
You got to find a place where we can bring 50 to 100 people
and not get in trouble.
And you need. I mean, the last Ohio meetup, we've had Ohio meetups, you have 40 tents.
Yeah.
30 30 tents, 40 tents,
And
or 40 shelters, including hammocks.
And the times that we've done it at Mohican, we're like, this is the year when the Rangers are going to.
I mean, and like these things, and listen, Andy and I, Andy and I enjoy an adult beverage from time to time. Andy and I are not like partiers, ragers. We're really not. The people that come to these meetups, a lot of them are, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's fun, whatever. But if that's not your cup of tea, I say that because you have to be strategic about where we have these, because like I joke, but it turns into a frat party at some points of it. And like, I don't know, you're technically not not allowed to drink at Ohio State parks.
I just feel bad when if somebody were to drive up to be like, oh, cool, it'll be a nice little meetup in the woods.
I think you and I at least have done a good job of telling people what they're in for. Yeah. The other YouTube people do not. They're like, oh, come, it'll be a fun meetup. And it is, but after 10 or 11 p.m., I don't know what else to say. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's a drunk fest.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad, but to get to the point of this comment, you got to find a place where, one, you can just have a ton of people.
Yeah.
B, it's like easy to get to. That kind of matters.
Yeah, it has to be close to the trailhead.
That it's nice to have it close to the trailheads because it's in a big group setting. It's nice to bring in like a ton of firewood. It's nice to bring in, I'm not talking about booze, just like lots of cooking supplies, like chairs. So you got to find this place that checks all these boxes, and it's kind of tough. And then you got to, organize it. And then like, for instance, at Mohican, we had to send somebody there Thursday night to get the spot because Mohican is so crowded. And it is kind of a production, but like you're planning a meetup for 50 to 100 people. Like there's a lot of people there. So super fun though. Yep. And if we have videos for the last few on our channel, if you want to like see, obviously we cut out the late night stuff, but if you want to see what you're in for, they are really fun, honestly. And I'm like joking, they're really fun.
And it's fun meeting everybody.
And you get like the big YouTubers usually come, like Frozen usually comes. I guess that's the only Bryce is, Bryce is small. Bryce comes. All your favorite YouTubers come. So I would like to do it again. If we haven't done it since 2019, I'd like to do it again. It's fun.
I'm not taking point on leading.
No.
On organizing.
No, but we'll go.
We'll go.
And we'll promote it.
Yep.
We'll promote it and we'll go. They're really fun.
Huck Outdoors says for celeb tequila, Dwayne Johnson's is decent. That's the one.
That's the one I have. Yeah. So I'm ripping on celebrity tequila. I've bought that one repeatedly. So I agree with you. It's cheap. It's not expensive.
And then Huck also says, but try some Casa Dragones.
Okay, so I got our first recommendation. We'll save this chat. I need some good tequila recommendations.
I don't know how to pronounce your name, but it says get into mezcal. It'll blow your world.
I have heard good things about mezcal.
I've heard that.
And what is the difference though?
I don't know. It's made from agave, I thought.
Someone, Andy's on it. Google that. Mezcal versus tequila. I have heard good things about mezcal. And in my head, I'm always like, they're kind of the same thing, but they're definitely not. So I'll be curious. What do we got? High level.
Oh, tequila is typically produced by steaming the agave inside industrial ovens before being distilled 2 or 3 times in copper pots. Mezcal, on the other hand, is cooked inside earthen pits that are lined with lava rocks and filled with wood and charcoal before distilled in clay pots.
So it must
sounds like more traditional,
different flavor profile.
Yeah,
probably more smokier, maybe more bourbony.
I don't know.
We'll have to try that. Mezcal's hot right now, though.
Yep.
Good. I like all the tequila.
Gran Centarios is what I recommend for a good tequila.
Okay, I'm going to come back to this chat.
Mark Reevely says, yeah, Macallan is super smooth and way more like bourbon. Uh-oh.
I would like to know if the tequila aficionados in the chat, is tequila, like, are good tequilas, is it like bourbon where you can't find that? It's very hard to find and buy them. I don't have that notion for tequila.
Yeah. What's readily available?
I don't know. Readily available? I have no idea. Bourbon's certainly not. Not even the cheap bourbon.
Yeah. Salmon Outdoors says, I think Frozen just did a video of talking about Ultra on it.
He scooped us. We have an Ultra video coming out.
I saw he released his too. Apparently, he was the one that told us about it.
That's true. Fair.
Apparently, it's slightly heavier, but it's cheaper and stronger. I didn't hear the cheaper part.
It's definitely stronger.
We talked to some people, and they said it wasn't necessarily.
Definitely, it's definitely stronger.
And he says, not to mention it's made from recycled materials. I don't think it is.
EcoPack
Eco is.
Ultra. There are, when you like break apart the minutia of this fabric, there's Ultra, there's EcoPack, and I don't know. Ultra might be like partially recycled. EcoPack is 100% recycled though, which is pretty cool. What do they recycle it from? Like plastic?
I don't know. Mark Koa says the $43,000 whiskey is a 46-year-old.
46?
Is a 46-year-old Middleton whiskey. The bottle itself is made of Waterford crystal, and the box is ancient elm and Japanese tameo.
Okay, that makes sense with these super expensive things.
Yeah, but
it's not just the bourbon. And the crystal bottle, crystal bottle, ancient. What was the box? Ancient elmwood?
Ancient elm and Japanese tamo.
It sounds like something from a medieval video game. Ancient elm?
Yeah.
I wonder what makes that so expensive.
Oh, Devin's saying not sure Ultra is the right application for shelter fabric. Interesting.
Yeah.
And Devin says Ultra requires some pretty specific construction sewing process, and large panels with the backing laminated layer could pose an issue of delaminating over time.
Okay. I think he brought that up when we talked to him, right?
Yeah.
The delaminating thing.
Yeah. Mark says, I don't know what this is in reference to, but says can't be worse than Astro World.
Oh, you don't get that reference?
I know what the reference is, but I don't know what he's talking
He's
about.
talking about the YouTube meetup.
Oh, can't be worse than Astro.
8 people died, but that's a funny joke.
9 people.
9? Oh, right. Someone died later.
A child.
Really?
They had him in an induced coma.
Why was a child at Astro World?
I don't know.
That's my first question.
Yeah, but I mean, irregardless.
Dude, I was thinking.
Do you know? Do you know?
There's a $1 billion lawsuit now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know that the deaths are primarily from asphyxiation and not like trauma?
Yeah. Oh, I thought there were some heart attacks too.
Yeah. But just like you can't breathe.
Can you imagine a worse way to die than that?
It's like it's a combination of
what is it? You're wall to wall with people, right? That's the thing. Are you being squeezed?
Yeah. So maybe like you can't fill your lungs with
That's
air.
what I'm thinking. Like you literally can't breathe because you're squeezed so hard. Oh my God, that is so insane to me that happened and that like 9 people died from that. God, they're gonna get sued through their noses. Oh my God, they're gonna get sued. That's insane. I was reading a good like reaction of even when they sign waivers, that's not like, hey, we can kill you now. Like they still have to provide a reasonably safe environment. And from everything I've seen, it was not. So a super sad story, man. Kid died. God. Did the parents live?
I don't know. I just saw an article that
Imagine being the parents. I mean, it's not their fault. I mean, I don't know how old. When you say kid, what do you mean? Like
a 9-year-old.
Why was a 9-year-old at Astro World?
All right, hold on. I'll look it up.
You know why?
I mean, there was a 7 deaths.
9. And he died after like a week.
Mm-hmm.
So he was in a coma.
Oh, death toll rose to 10 now.
Oh, so all these people are just dying in the hospital after weeks. Oh my God.
Yes. Last week.
Oh, it's so terrible.
This is awful.
Yeah, this is a downer conversation.
Yeah, this Tristan lost consciousness, and Ezra fell to the ground at the mercy of the concert goers. The 9-year-old was trampled. After being on life support on Sunday, Ezra's family shared the 9-year-old had died.
Oh my God. Asphyxiated 9-year-old trampled. Oh, all right. We got to change topics. Anyway, I mean, having said all that, that was a funny joke though.
Yeah.
No, the YouTube meetup, you will not get trampled. You'll be good. We got plenty of space. But it is hard to find a place. I mean, think about the logistics of 40 shelters.
Somebody made a comment about parking too. There's plenty of parking.
Yeah,
there.
parking too. You got to have a place with good parking. Mohegan, I mean, think 40 shelters. You got more than 40 people usually.
Yeah.
Because you got some people doubling up. So yeah, it's just hard. It's like we've thought about doing it on private land, which might be the way to go.
Should take out an insurance policy.
But even that, even if we, oh my God, I didn't think about that. People get like injured at an event we host.
Yeah. That's why I'm not hosting anything.
Well, we're going to do something we're going to do another bar thing. We've been talking about, so like 2 years ago, we did a live Q&A at a bar and it was so much fun. with Tim Watson and Josh and some other people. And we've been talking about doing that again. And every single time I'm like, let's do this again. There's another massive COVID spike. And it's like, doesn't seem like the right thing to be doing. Plus now you can't do it out. I mean, it's harder to do it outside now, but we're going to do that again. COVID be darned. At some point, we're going to do another bar meetup thing. That was really fun. We did that in 2018.
Element Lifestyle says, try some Tesla tequila. I'm surprised you didn't get that.
That's because it's very hard to find.
Yeah.
And I think it's $500. However, the bottle, have you seen the bottle?
Yeah.
The bottle's sick.
Yeah, that's cool.
I've actually heard it's really good tequila, by the way. It's really hard to find, though. It's been sold out. You can only buy it through Tesla, obviously, and it's been sold out for like a long time. But I'd like to try it. It's like $500, I think, which is insane.
Yeah, you just have like a bottle, just...
I mean, you buy it because it's Tesla
Yeah.
and it's got it's a cool looking bottle. I don't know. I'm sure it's actually probably good tequila.
Wayfarer of the Wilderness. Technology is amazing. Sitting atop Short Off Mountain at Linville Gorge. Listening to y'all. Well done,
Oh,
guys.
really?
We're well aware of Short Off.
Nice. We've been there. That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, we never camp up there.
There was like a little pipe with a little trickle that you could get water on the top of Short Off.
When we were there, you couldn't. It was difficult to camp up there. Beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
That beats the Oil Creek shelters, Arcana. Sorry.
And at Linville Gorge, stay on the top. Just stay on the top.
Linville Gorge is awesome. That's cool. Thanks for everyone for joining us from the woods. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, we got a few people outdoors.
Yeah, good for you all on a Saturday night. We're going out. So first off, Andy and I in 4 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
No, 3 weeks.
Oh God.
So 3 weeks from today, Andy and I will be running an ultra marathon. That is our next thing that we're doing. And then I want to go 2 weeks after that in the hot tent. If you can swing it.
I'm
the
sure
weekend before Christmas. Or the weekend. Maybe 2 weeks after that might be Christmas. Anyway, our plan, we got this ultra coming in 3 weeks, so we can't really do much until that's done, and then we'll be in December. You know who really wants to go in December or January is Dan. He's been texting me. Do a Smokies reunion trip with Bryce. So I want to do that. And we also want to get a bigger hot tent so we can shove like 4 or 5 guys in there comfortably. Because right now, the one I've got, you can sleep 2 easily. You can hang out with 3, but putting 4 in there, you'd be real close to the stove.
Yeah. That's a little dangerous.
You certainly could not. Do you think you could sleep 3 in the one I've got? I think you could.
Yeah.
Put all the gear outside.
You could. It would be tight.
It'd be a lot warmer in there with the third person.
It's kind of scary to think because you like
what?
You make one wrong move, you're brushing up against which you
saw
did.
what happened to my jacket.
Yeah.
So when you have 3 guys in the hot tent I have, you're sitting a foot away from the stove, and if you get up and you move the wrong way and that stove's going, you are 100% melting a hole in whatever clothes you're wearing. That happened to my wife at the tailgate today, by the way.
Really?
They had propane heaters, and we got warned. They're like, don't get close to the propane. I'm like, bro, I'm a backpacker. I know this. And Allie brushed up against it, and she had like a little, I'm like, oh. But the good thing is, I know how to, we know how to fix it now with the patches.
Yeah.
So it's good stuff. Nice. What else we got?
People are still making some tequila recommendations. Huck Outdoors says Class Azul is a higher quality tequila, about $150 a bottle.
Class Azul, okay.
Yeah, I'm not
150. That's steep.
Yeah,
but if it's like something, if it's like really good,
Outdoors 55. LOL. 6 guys in a hot tent. I know. It would be annoying, like all the snoring and stuff.
You're not gonna sleep anyway.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. He's crushing on Strava. I didn't know he biked that much.
Yeah.
If you're on Strava, follow us on Strava.
Yep.
Andy and I are into that now.
You can see all of our work.
You can see all of our runs. Sometimes we post pictures. I don't know.
Yeah.
We got this ultra coming in 3 weeks. I'm pretty excited. How you feeling?
I feel like shit.
Andy ran today. You were struggling.
Yeah. Today was everybody,
I've never seen you like this after a run.
In the long distance running community, when you prepare for things, you're always going to have like 1 to 2
some bad runs.
Really bad runs. Mm-hmm. And today was one of mine.
What do you think it was? Like, did you not sleep enough?
Was
it nutrition?
I think it was a combination.
Did you run too fast?
I think it was a combination of nutrition. I think I ran too fast at the beginning. You got to, I mean, you got to run slow.
If you get to that point where you're struggling and you keep crushing hills like you were probably doing, it just gets worse and worse. You can't dig out of it.
No, and that's what happened. And then you hit the hills and it's just beats you down. And then it was cold, it was windy, so like that didn't feel good.
You did 16?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
16.
So we've got our ultra's a 50K, which is 31 miles. And I say everyone's like 31 miles. Oh my God. And yeah, it's a lot of miles.
That's a wimp for the ultra community.
That's the shortest ultra distance you can do, but also, and as I tell you, I'm like, that's not the hard part about this. It's on trail, and running on trail is infinitely harder than running on road.
So much harder, so much more energy.
And because like when you're first off, when you're running on a trail, you can't really listen to music or anything. You got to watch your feet.
Yep.
And every step is not flat usually. So your ankles get worked a lot more, but also
you have steeper inclines, steeper declines.
That's the thing. Also, trail runs, we're going to do 4,000 feet of climbing over 31 miles. That's a lot of climbing to run. So like, and when I say like the 4,000 feet of climbing scares me more than the 31 miles, without a doubt.
Yes, for sure.
So what Andy and I have been training, there's a metro park by us. It's really hard to run hills where we live. It's so flat. So there's a metro park that's got some hills. And you did 16 today. I did 16 last week. And we got a 25er next weekend, dude. That's the last one. 25 miler. Probably do 2,000 feet of climbing. And then it's Taper Town until the race. Shout out to Dad's Backpacking.
Yeah, DBT.
DBT, Dad's Backpacking Tricks. They're running the Ultra. It's at Salt Fork State Park. Mommy and Me Adventures. They're not running the Ultra, but they're running one of the other races.
Yep.
Salt Fork State Park, December 12th. Ya boys will be there.
On the struggle bus.
Yeah. I mean, you've done a marathon now, so you know, like
my biggest problem is I go too fast at the beginning.
That is a problem. That's a rookie move.
I know, and it always kills me.
You gotta like just pull it back a little bit if you're coming out.
I know.
But
I suck at that.
But you've at least been in the headspace now. You've been on the pain train where it just sucks. It's like it's just one foot after the other.
Yep.
You know.
Yeah.
And at least in an ultra, like, you know, we're probably gonna be walking the uphills. Not probably. We're gonna be
we are walking the uphills. Yeah. I'm not running uphill.
And we'll probably aim to do this between 5 and 6 hours.
Oh, more than that.
No.
We're gonna be between 6 and 7.
No, we won't. We will average no worse than a 13-minute mile, I bet. That's almost 6 hours, if not less than 6 hours.
Okay.
I think if we can, our goal should be just never stop moving. If you gotta walk, that's fine. Don't stop. No stopping. Walk the uphills.
What about the aid stations?
Grab shit and go.
Yeah.
You know, obviously if you have to stop to refill water, but it's gonna be December. I'm gonna have a Camelback. I'm gonna probably be good on water. Grab stuff and go. Just keep the moving time. You know, just keep your moving time going. That's how I'm. Because like in a marathon, my goal in a road marathon is never walk. Just keep moving.
Yeah.
If it's a slow run, that's fine. And I've accomplished that goal in every marathon I've run. So the goal for this, I'm obviously gonna walk some of this. Just keep moving.
Yeah.
You know, no stopping.
Yep.
If you stop, you know, it's I don't know, 10 seconds, stuff in our vests. I don't know. That's my goal. Weather could be a real variable factor.
God.
I mean, it could be rainy. It could be snowing. It's December in Ohio. It could be 50 degrees in mud. It could be 20 degrees in ice. It could be 6 inches of snow. God help us. God help us if we get snow.
Hey, there's a comment here. It's from Scott Butler that says, a bit late, but Seek Outside makes a packable 16-person teepee hot tent.
Really?
That weighs just over 7 pounds.
What? Is that the $1,000 one? What did you say?
Seek Outside.
Yeah. That's a very common brand. But how big was it? He said
16.
No way. 16 person?
I'm looking right now.
That weighs 9 pounds. We're buying that.
Said 7 pounds. Hold on, I'm looking.
Really?
Let me find the most expensive one.
Wait.
There's a 12 person.
Wait, there is. Go down. Dude.
A 24.
Dude, Seek Outside makes a 24-person teepee. These are new.
Yeah, but look how much they cost.
Yeah.
The 16
they're like
person.
$2,000. It's not happening.
Yeah, the 16 person is $1,800. These are like.
Click on the 16 person. How much? He's right.
Oh my God, look at that.
It's literally, it doesn't have like a cool name. It's called the 16-person teepee.
That's pretty.
Go to specs.
Yeah. 7 pounds, 8 ounces.
You were right. It's $1,800.
That's pretty light for how big that is.
Well, if you think about it, the way they built it, it's just a teepee. It's just scaling.
I love this. This is great. It says sleeps 16. I like how they say this too, by the way. Sleeps 16 without stove, sleeps 7 with stove.
Yeah, because when you put that, $1,800 though.
I don't know if I want to spend that.
No way we could justify that.
Could you imagine just like just me and you having that thing? Bring cots.
7 pounds?
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
No.
Dude, how could we get this? That'd be fun. So wait, so they say it's with the stove, it sleeps 6?
7.
Which means in reality, it probably sleeps like 5 comfortably.
Yeah, 6, let's say. Yeah.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Imagine how warm that would get with 6 dudes and a fire going.
Wow.
All the carbon monoxide.
Might need a bigger stove then at that point.
I think you'd be fine. You got to feed it like crazy. That's cool though. Thanks for that heads up. I did not know. They also go back to the 24 person. So if 16 wasn't big enough for you, they make these are new. Like when I was looking at hot tents, these did not exist. They make a 24 person teepee.
These are like guide, like elk hunting.
These are like outfitters ones. Okay. First off, how much is it?
$2,400.
Okay, we're gonna round up tax. $2,500 tent. How much does it weigh? Go up.
Hold on. 12 to 14 pounds. Complete weight. Hold on. Complete weight with canopy, stakes, aluminum pole. 17 to 20 pounds.
And how much does it say it sleeps with the stove? I just saw it there.
12 to 15
with the stove.
Why the margin there? Why the margin of like 12?
I think it's like, do you want to be like this? You know?
Yeah.
Or like, okay, hey, $1,800 though.
No, this is more.
No, the other one. I'm talking. I mean, the 16-person one.
Oh, sorry, this is $2,579, so $2,600.
The 16-person teepee we've been talking about. We need a big teepee for a bunch of people.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
And that's weighs the same as the 6-person one we have.
I know,
but I'm not dropping $1,800 on a tent. No, that'd be cool though. And trust me, I've hit up Seek Outside multiple times. They do not give away free stuff.
No,
I've tried.
Can you imagine you roll up to like Zaleski with that thing?
That's like an Indian teepee. When I think of like something that big, like I'm thinking of like a sweat lodge thing. You know what I mean? Like with the wood coming out the top and everything. That's what I'm thinking of. That's cool. All right. Anything else?
Mark said, "Did you see the 3,500 Gucci North Face tent?" Nope.
No.
But I know North Face and Gucci had a little thing going on.
Really?
Yeah. They did like a partnership.
$3,500. Let me see this.
Hold on.
I'm sorry, folks. We're not at the computer. I can't pull this up on the screen.
Gucci.com. Get the
oh
F
my God.
out of here.
Google this if you want to see what this looks like. It looks exactly like you'd think a Gucci tent would look like.
35.
So I'm assuming there's nothing special about it. Other than the fact that it's got the Gucci stuff on it.
Yeah.
Like, what's it made out of? It's probably like a regular tent, right?
It's probably made out of like, hold on.
Could you imagine camping with that? Like we're at Red River Gorge up at Hanson's Point, and these dudes have a Gucci tent.
It just says nylon.
Oh my God. Does it have a weight or size? Is it big? Is it just the Gucci print?
Nylon rain fly and stuff sack, dual doors with mesh insert.
How many people is it? Say?
No, it just gives dimensions.
Does it have a weight?
No.
Oh my God.
This is
I guess people who are buying a Gucci tent for $3,500 probably do not care how much it weighs. Oh my God. I'm sorry, folks. I can't bring this up on the screen right now, but do yourself a favor and Google this thing and look at it. I mean, it's ridiculous. Is this an April Fool's joke?
No, this is. I knew Gucci and North Face had like a partnership because they were putting out like these fashionable clothes.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if they reached out to us like, "Hey, do you want a Gucci tent?" We're like, "Yep."
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Could you imagine
showing up,
being in a place where we backpack and having a freaking Gucci tent? Oh my God, that's funny. It's worth. Hey, if you want a good laugh, people though, check it out. It's pretty funny looking. I'd rather have the 24-person teepee for $2,500.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Could you also imagine if we roll up to a place and set up a 25-person teepee? We could have a buffet in there.
Yes,
you could just have the meetup inside the hot tent. I mean, you really could.
I know everybody puts chairs in there.
Yeah, that's cool. Nice. All right. What else? What else we got?
Oh, interesting. 3 sisters and a brother says shopping on a budget. BA Sidewinder 20 degree or 2019 Kelty Cosmic Down can get a good deal. Oh, on both about $100.
The Sidewinder is not the Sidewinder. Yeah,
20.
but the one he's talking about is not the SL, so it's heavy.
I've heard a lot of people say good things about for like a budget sleeping bag, the Kelty Cosmic Down.
I think if they're the same price and you sleep on your side 100% and they're the same weight and they're the same price, I'm really enjoying the Sidewinder as someone who sleeps on their side. But everyone likes the Kelty bags, so I didn't realize they're at the same price right now. But if you're a dedicated side sleeper, I think you have to consider the Sidewinder.
You can get one for $100 for the Sidewinder.
It's synthetic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's heavy.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to using that bag in the winter too. By the way, that bag was made for hot tenting. Just zip up in there, got the hood on. Oh, it's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fantastic. All right. Anything else?
No. I want that 24-person TP now. We'll have to start a fundraiser. We'll do a couple live streams.
We could bank the YouTube money, and we could get we're not that one, but we could get the 16-person. It weighs the same. And I think we could probably sell the Octopeak a few $100, bring the price down, split it. I don't know. It weighs the same.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
and probably not, but cool to think about. I mean, we've been trying to find a hot tent. I mean, I don't want to spend that much money, but we've been trying to find a hot tent that I don't care how heavy it is. It could be 20 pounds. We could take it and we can fit like 5 or 6 people in there comfortably. Yeah. Because that would be super fun and warm. And, there'd be a lot of gay jokes, but be worth it. Be fun. All right. On that note, next Friday, 7 p.m., we will put an announcement on Instagram. We got our buddy John coming back. If you don't know who John is, he's
our aliens guy.
He's our aliens guy. He has his own podcast, but we asked him a while ago. We wanted to do an episode of this podcast purely based around outdoor conspiracy theories, and we talk about that a lot. We talk about fun little conspiracy theories. This guy actually knows what he's talking about, so he's coming back in studio next Friday. But we'll announce it on Instagram. Yep, it'll be fun. It'll be one of those 3-hour ones probably.
Yeah.
All right. Good stuff.
Yep.
Thanks for spending Saturday evening with us. We appreciate it. Great that some of the people watching us are outside. That's awesome. Looking forward to next Friday. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Yeah, that's for sure. What is that? What is that? It's the. Wait. Did I put that one on? Yeah. I thought I had the X-Files theme on there too. And he's messing with the soundboard. All right.